Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services, and the beginning on Monday was a little bit flattish given the kind of indicators that we were getting in the morning from the Asian markets. But we did manage to pick up some steam, and as we entered the half session, that is by 11:30, 12, or even by till about 1:32, we were gaining with some significant uptick. But as the trade did wind up on Monday afternoon, the last half an hour to 1 hour did witness a lot of profit booking, and we did end up surrendering a lot of gains to profit booking, and there was a flat to positive closing on both the indices. Metals was the one which did see profit booking. Not denying, we had seen a fantastic rally for the metal pack over the last couple of weeks. And it's only prudent that whenever you see sector stroke stock rallying to great extent, profit booking does come in, but it is also very, very healthy. And I do expect metals to bounce back again after a brief period of profit booking. On the public sector companies, well, there was good momentum. We did see some of the public sector companies performing well, and that's been the case for the last couple of sessions as well. But again, a lot depends upon which are those companies which the government puts it on the fast track for divestment purpose, what will be the time, valuation and price tag for that divestment, etc., etc. And on fallback of that, we've seen most of the public sector banks rally. One of the case today was Concord Container Corporation that did see a fantastic rally. So you will have days of certain public sector companies coming into the focus limelight thanks to the news flow of divestment or otherwise, which will make the stock to come into the spotlight and rally from a brief period of time. But a word of caution over here. I'm not being negative about anything, but the divestment process often comes to the slow track from fast track. Case in point, we've been listening to the commentary from the management for the divestment of BPCL, and we've heard and seen different timelines come through and go back. There is a little bit of back and forth strategy in terms of whether to divest it as one company or to break it up into different parts, etc., etc. So that's the problem. I mean, I hope these issues get sorted out sooner rather than later so that investors and stakeholders have a lot of clarity. Having said that, coming back to the markets, well, if you do recollect our conversation about 2 weeks back, I had mentioned that if we happen to close about 15,000 on the Nifty spot and 50,000 on the Sensex, then there is all possibility that we will see a rally come through. And that rally did come through. And last week, in fact, if you go to see, Friday was one of the stellar rallies. And I think it was only a matter of consolidation and profit booking that we saw today. Despite, by noon, there was significant gains, but by the time we did end up the trade on Monday, there was profit booking. So you will see these kind of moves, not surprising. And especially, friends, this week, Thursday is the FNO expiry. So there will be a lot of choppiness and volatility given the fact that we are at a level wherein you will see a little bit of top heavy feeling, you will see a little bit of profit booking, you will see some kind of consolidation coming, not surprising. But again, short to medium term traders need to take money off the table as and when they get the desired profits. Investors from a long term point of view, humble request is that look at buying opportunity at every fall. My only request is that look at strong sound companies. Don't go into unknown, uncharted territories, unknown names. Just because the price of stock has fallen 60, 70, 80%, there should not be a reason to buy. There is a reason why not to buy, purely because the stock has fallen so much. So fundamentally, there is something seriously wrong. So don't get attracted to such stocks. Buy quality, buy few stocks, but buy quality stocks. Brent and NYMEX both somewhere close to about 67.5 Brent, and 64.75 dollar mark per barrel on the NYMEX. I think this will continue. Some news from the overseas market, especially from the Middle East, is the pipes of peace that were put in place by Palestine and Israel. I think that's gone down well. I hope peace prevails in that part of the region and wisdom prevails over any kind of destructive activity. On the domestic front, we did see numbers from State Bank of India last week. Great set of numbers, extremely positive as far as public sector banks are concerned, that is State Bank of India. And as a brokerage house, we've been recommending State Bank of India as one of the top picks, if you will, from the public sector banks. And if I have to reflect upon the verbatim or the commentary that the management has shared post the fourth quarter numbers, I think it augurs extremely well in terms of the future outlook and the earning visibility. Like I have mentioned, friends, my only concern is because of the restricted stroke semi-lockdown, remains to be seen how it impacts banking and financial, but long term extremely positive. And not to forget, friends, on the COVID-19 front, we have had some good news. A lot of states which were reporting elevated level of casualties and patients have come down drastically, and this run rate continues across India. And in fact, now we are hearing that some states where the numbers have come down, if they stay below a particular trajectory, then the localized lockdown by the state government should also see some kind of relaxation. But all this totally depends upon all of us, friends, as citizens, responsible citizens rather. I think it is only prudent that we have to exercise cautious. We have to have appropriate COVID behavior, standard operating procedure, wearing masks, social distancing, not overcrowding, and more importantly, not being a COVID yet. I think if we put all these things in place, then seeing these kind of situation again repeating itself, the chances will be much, much lower, and the possibility of able to navigate through the third wave will also be much, much easier. But for that, no central government, no state government, but we as responsible citizens can play a very important role. With this, I will ask your leave. I pray to Lord Almighty for your good health and hope that all of us exhibit COVID appropriate behavior and act like a responsible citizen. Thank you all very much. Buy on dips should be the strategy. One stock idea, if you will, post the numbers, State Bank of India, from a long-term point of view. And this, as a disclosure, is a recommendation from our company side, on the fundamental side as well, Geojit Financial Services. Take care. See you again next week. Bye-bye.